losing 112-108, missing the opportunity to get back to 500 for the first time since opening the season. Anthony Davis shouldering the blame. AD, your thoughts on the night?
I played terrible. Couldn't find the shot, free throws, layups, everything. The guys did their job. I didn't do my job tonight.
We don't have time to feel sorry for ourselves. We got to go back and fill our cups up and get ready for this 2-game road trip. Being 2 games under 500, 14 left to play, we have time, but we can't waste any more time. We can't waste any more games. And we got to come out with a focus for as much of a 48-minute or however long the game takes to be over.
Meanwhile, Steph Curry scored 36 points on Saturday, fueling the Warriors to their 125-116 OT win over the Bucks. 22 of his points scored in the fourth in OT on 8 of 11 shooting, including 4 of 7 on threes. He scored 11 points in the final 2 minutes of regulation. So here's the deal. With less than a month left in the regular season, the fight for that play-in tournament in the West continues. The Lakers currently sitting in the 11th seed, tied with 3 other teams, but are just 2 games back of the 6th seed Warriors. Now, our analytics gives the Lakers a 54% chance to make the playoffs. And of course, Jalen Brunson and LeBron didn't play. Kendrick Perkins gracing your screen. Hey, Perk, good morning.
What's up, Molly? Happy Monday to you.
Happy Monday to you. I want to.
Wait. Molly, the only person here? Well, I mean, where's the love, man? Where's the love? I mean, what's up? What's up, Perk? I mean, he didn't even say good morning to me, Molly. You weren't even going to say anything. What's up?
I know how to come on here and ruffle your feathers. What's up, S.A.? What's going on? What's going on? No mercy. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? 10 million plus across all platforms. What's happening?
I don't know.
Don't forget Straight Shooter, New York Times bestseller. And he's got a great suit on today. Are we ready?
Go ahead, girl. That's love right there. That's love right there.
Let's do it. That's an NBA countdown suit because you guys got games tonight. So bringing out the big guns. All right, Stephen A., tell me this seriously. Higher ceiling in the West at this point, are you going Lakers or Warriors, and LeBron is supposed to get reevaluated next week?
I'm going to go with the Lakers at this particular moment in time because I here's where I jump off the Warriors bandwagon. I can't believe what I'm seeing from them on the road. I'm like, what on earth is going on? It's like they get away from the Chase Center in San Francisco and forget how to play. I'm like, it's 7-26? That is just atrocious. Now, listen, I've been, you know how I feel, Perk, about the Splash Brothers. Last year, you know where I was. You know how I feel about Steph. Clay been coming on strong. I expected more consistency from Jordan Poole. He's had some big games, but I expected more consistency from Jordan Poole. I haven't seen that. I expected more leadership from Draymond Green. Obviously, it was compromised because of what happened early in the season, to start the season with him and Jordan Poole. And now I'm seeing him come on and become more of his natural self. But in the same breath, I think the absence of him being able to be the leader that he once was, the early part of this season, I think that it compromised their tone to some degree, and it's specifically on the road. I expected Kuminga, who's come on strong as of late, I expected him to be further along. I expected Moody to be further along. I certainly never expected Wiseman to be traded, for crying out loud. These are all things that have really thrown me for a loop. Obviously, I'm thinking about the Splash Brothers, and I want to side with them, but I'm looking at these particular Lakers. What Pelinka has assembled now with Malik Beasley, with Vanderbilt, with D'Angelo Russell back and whatever. And then I'm imagining LeBron James, and I'm assuming when he does come back, he's going to be the LeBron we know him to be. So I'm looking at that, and I'm saying whether they either going to struggle or they not going to struggle, Perk, but it ain't going to be because of where they playing. It's going to be you either balling or you not. It ain't going to be we seeing you at the Chase Center and you one thing, and then you go on the road and we can't even recognize you. That is my trepidation about the Golden State Warriors, which is why I basically lean to the Lakers by default, because I think what you see from them, particularly when LeBron comes back, is what you're going to get no matter where they play. the Golden State Warriors have been an alarming roller coaster, and that is what has thrown me for a loop. I don't even recognize them when they're on the road. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Well, I agree with you as far as the Lakers. I'm picking the Lakers as well, and I'm looking at the Lakers next, 3 or 4 games. I believe they have the Pelicans, the Mavericks, the Magic, and they have the Suns with no Kevin Durant. I believe the Lakers are at home where they have been playing extremely well. But this is First Take. And when I first got started on First Take, I came on here and I was tippy-toeing around and I was straddling the fence. And that's exactly what you're doing right now.
Ooh,
and I will not allow you to do it. So I'm going to ask you this. Are you telling the world, the American people, that you, Stephen A., has waved the white flag when it comes down to the Golden State Warriors, the greatest shooters of all time? They shooting from the parking lot. They still have their core. They have their culture. We know what type of relationship you got with Lakers. Are you telling us that right now, Stephen A.? Are you telling us that you're waving the white flag when it comes down to the Golden State Warriors?
Let me answer the question.
Well, what you saying?
Let me answer the question. I'm telling you no, but I'm also reminding you, it's fluid. It's fluid. You know what I'm saying? It's fluid, Kendrick Perkins. And that's what happened. Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins. I am entitled to have a fluid list when I'm looking at the Golden State Warriors and I can't even recognize them on the road.
I understand they have history. And I understand we have to respect their history. 4-time NBA champions, when you talk about the core with, Draymond Green, Steph, and Clay and how they've been holding it down and the culture that they have and what Steve Kerr has brought to that organization for us, him being a hell of a coach. And I get all that. But when we talk about the now, and I said this at the beginning of the season, I said, hey, man, listen, that incident that happened with Draymond Green, that's going to haunt them for the rest of the season because it's going to be hard for guys to be able to trust him again and buy into his leadership. And then I said, listen, I have a problem with their depth. Okay, so when I look at the Golden State Warriors, Stephen A., this is how it's done. They are dead bird tall grass. They're done. And I'm not saying that they're not going to make the playoffs. They're going to get into the playoffs. But let's be real here. Their expectations is a championship. And the only reason I say that is because when you're the defending champs, when you're the Golden State Warriors, and you have that much pride that we know them to have, they want to defend their honor. So I'm looking at them right now, and no, they're not a championship team. And I'm going to say this right now. They better stay the hell away from the Sacramento Kings, because no matter how young that King group is, no matter how unexperienced they may have for us when it comes down to the postseason, they have old souls. And Mike Brown is doing a hell of a job right now. And when I watch this team, they play agenda-free basketball. Keegan Murray is one of the rookies, I haven't seen a rookie like him in the last 10 years. I haven't seen a rookie like him in the last 10 years. And then they have a leader that we don't talk about enough. And I'm not talking about De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis. I'm talking about Harrison Barnes. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching Denver go down the slope right now. They done lost 3 in a row. Jokic can't guard a chair. And I'm looking at the Sacramento Kings steady rising and rising and rising. And I'm looking how inconsistent the Western Conference is. 1, the Sacramento Kings going to the Western Conference Finals. But 2, the Golden State Warriors, their championship days are over.
Well, first of all, a couple of things. I will concede, I don't see the Warriors winning it all this year, not with what I'm seeing and not with the personnel changes that they've made and not with the lack of development from those younger players. I will concede that. I don't rule out them possibly getting to the finals, believe it or not. They get hot, particularly with their perimeter shooting, and they carry that on the road. I could see them, upset a lot because I think the West is wild. It's wide open. That's number one. I don't see them winning the championship, though, because I don't see them beating Milwaukee, Boston, or Boston, possibly not even Philadelphia. That's number one. Number two, your point about Jokic, I don't want to put it just on him. Denver collectively were awful defensively against the Brooklyn Nets yesterday. I didn't like what I saw from them at all. But the reason why I love the fact that you brought up Jokic, ladies and gentlemen, I know Vegas has a different, I know Vegas is saying something different. I don't want to hear anything about Jokic being a front runner for the MVP right now, the way Denver has tailed off. Joel Embiid, I'm going to say it one more time. Joel Embiid.
Talk about it.
I'm sorry, that man has got to be right up there, if not number one.
SA and Perk.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.